our project is about trying to make metastatic chest tumors more responsive to immunotherapy. In our lab, we have found that local chemotherapy treatments in the pleura could actually induce the immune system of these tumors to become more responsive to subsequent immunotherapies. And so we now have a phase 1 clinical trial which is trying to validate the preclinical data in patients. What is unique about the project is that it's a phase 1 clinical trial which is basically trying to understand whether the approach is toxic or not to patients. But in addition to that, we have a translational output.
We are interested to know whether administration of chemotherapy directly in the chest could induce immune responses against the tumor. And we are now currently in a position where we can experimentally identify those targets that mediate immune responses in patients. We have now an opportunity to study in real time in patients the development of immune responses against their tumors.
Currently, immunotherapy can only treat approximately and cure 20% of patients with metastatic chest tumors. And we're hoping that with the combination of the local chemotherapy approaches and immunotherapy, we could have more responsive patients or more in-depth response in these patients. Michal and myself both have our labs in the Agora building. I am also a clinician, so I work across the street at Trouver, and I think that the Agora is a unique location which brings fundamental scientists and clinical scientists together to create amazing projects.
We have just finished development of an approach in my lab to identify antigens that are inducing immune responses against cancer. And when I discussed this approach with Yannis, he just mentioned that they have started a very interesting clinical trial in patients where they are actually interested to understand what is recognized in tumors and that can potentially be combined with immunotherapies. So this kind of naturally brought us in together to collaborate on this project.
And the ISREC Foundation itself has been extremely supportive in helping us better develop this project and making it possible today.